Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone. I am Madam Pensyarah. Before we start, I would like to remind all of you, please copy the solution of all examples in this lesson. Today, we are going to discuss topic 5, integration for subtopic 5.2, definite integral. Let's get started. Learning outcome. At the end of the lesson, students should be able to define definite integral for continuous function on interval from a to b. Determine the value of the definite integral. Now, I want to explain about definite integral. Suppose that f is continuous in the closed interval from a to b, then definite integral of f from x equals to a to x equals to b is as follows. Here, integrate f at dx from a to b. The symbol charging here is the integral sign, and a is the lower limit of integral, b is the upper limit of integral. The function f(x) is the integrand, and dx is the variable of integration. We want to integrate with respect to dx. So this is we call as definite integral. So senang nak ingat, jika ada limit a dan b, this is called as definite integral. Since integrate f at dx equals to fx plus c, where c is a constant, then integrate f at dx from a to b. Disebabkan integrate f at dx, kita dapat fx plus c. Now, kita nak evaluate from a to b. So, jadi kita gantikan upper limit dahulu, tolak dengan gantikan dengan lower limit. So, jadi we get fb plus c minus fa plus c. Then, we get fb minus fa. Since plus c minus c is become 0, the constant of integration cancel out. Therefore, for definite integral, integrate f at dx from a to b, we want to evaluate this integration from a to b. So, then we get fb minus fa. So, kita gantikan upper limit dulu, tolak dengan lower limit. Example 1. Evaluate question A. Integrate x cubed plus 1 dx from negative 1 to 3. So, first, we need to integrate. So, jadi kita kena integrate x cubed plus 1. So, nombor 1, kita nak integrate. So, to integrate this one, we can use sum and difference rule. So, then, we get integrate x cubed, we get x to the power of 3 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 plus integrate 1, we get x. Then, don't forget to evaluate from negative 1 to 3. Kena tulis limit dia. And then, after that, we simplify this one. We get x power of 4 over 4 plus x from negative 1 to 3. And then after that, kita kena substitute limit. Substitute limit, kita substitute upper minus lower. Substitute upper dulu, then baru substitute lower. So then, we get 3 to the power of 4 over 4 plus 3. So, this one is substitute upper limit. Minus should be minus. Substitute lower limit, we get negative 1 to the power of 4 over 4 plus negative 1. So, then we calculate by using calculator. And finally, we get answer is 24. For question B, integrate negative 2 to 4, 3x minus 2 multiply 1 minus x dx. So, for this question, we need to expand. So, then, we get integrate from negative 2 to 4. We expand 3x multiplied by 1, we get 3x. Then, minus 3x multiplied by x is 3x squared. Then, minus 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. Then, plus 2x dx. Then we can simplify this one. We get integrate from negative 2 to 4. 3x plus 2x, we get 5x minus 3x squared minus 2 dx. And then we can split into 3 parts since we have negative here. So then, integrate from negative 2 to 4, 5x dx, minus integrate from negative 2 to 4, 3x squared dx, minus integrate from negative 2 to 4, 2 dx. And then this one we get, we integrate, before we integrate, we bring out 5, we get 5 integrate negative 2 to 4 x dx minus 3 integrate negative 2 to 4 x squared dx minus integrate negative 2 to 4 2 dx. And then we integrate 5 integrate x, we get x squared over 2, evaluate from negative 2 to 4 minus 3 x cubed over 3, evaluate from negative 2 to 4 minus 2x, evaluate from negative 2 to 4. So then 4 square over 2 minus negative 2 square over 2 minus 3, 4 cube over 3 minus negative 2 cube over 3 minus 2 multiplied by 4 minus 2 multiplied by negative 2. So we substitute the upper limit first, then minus with substitute lower limit. So finally, we calculate by using calculator. We get the answer is negative 54. Example 1c. Integrate from 0 to 1, 2 over cube root of t dt. So first, we bring out 2. So then we get, this one we get 2 integrate from 0 to 1, 1 over cube root of t dt. And then after that, we can simplify this integration into 2, integrate 0 to 1. This one is become t power negative 1 over 3 dt. And then, how to integrate t power negative 1 over 3 dt? So this one, we can use basic rule of integration. So then we get 2 integrate t power negative 1 over 3. We get t power negative 1 over 3 plus 1 over negative 1 over 3 plus 1. Evaluate from 0 to 1. So then, after that, we simplify this one. Negative 1 over 3 plus 1, we get 2 over 3. So then we get 2 t power 2 over 3 over 2 over 3. Then, evaluate from 0 to 1. So then, after that, we substitute the upper limit minus with lower limit. So then we get 2, 1 to the power of 2 over 3 over 2 over 3 minus 0 to the power of 2 over 3 over 2 over 3. Then we calculate by using calculator. Then finally we get the answer is 3. Now let's look at example 2. Evaluate question A. Integrate x multiply x squared minus 1 power 1 over 3 dx. evaluate from 1 to 3. Since x squared minus 1 power 1 over t cannot be expanded, so then we cannot use basic rule of integration. Then we must check whether we can use substitution or not. Okay, so jadi untuk check whether substitution boleh guna ataupun tidak, so jadi kita try define u dulu. So we define u we choose in a bracket, so means that u equals to x squared minus 1. Then we differentiate. Jika differentiate kita dapat x, ada term x, so then kita boleh pakai substitution. So we differentiate u in term of x, we get du dx, then equals to 2x. Since d1 juga dapat in term dia x, so jadi ini boleh pakai substitution. So then we continue this substitution step until step 5. So then now dx as a subject, we make dx as a subject, so we get dx equals to du over 2x. We substitute into integration, so then integrate x, this one is become u power 1 over 3, dx is du over 2x. So then we can cancel out x, so we get 1 over 2 integrate u power 1 over 3 du. Okay, so how about limit? So limit kat sini we cannot continue with 1 and 3. 1 and 3 is actually the value of x. 1 dan 3 adalah value of x. So jadi sekarang kita punya integrate ni dia dah change jadi du. So jadi kita kena cari value u. So kita cari value u from value x. So since x value x is 3 and 1 and u is equal to x squared minus 1. Okay, so jadi untuk cari value u, so when x equals to 3, jadi u is equal to 3 square minus 1, then we get 8. When x equals to 1, u is equal to 1 square minus 1, we get 0. So jadi dekat sini, kat atas ni, kita letak 8. Sebab from x3 dia jadi u 8. Dan yang kat bawah ni kita letak kosong. Sebab apa? Because yang asalnya tempat x tu 1. Jadi from x1 dia jadi u equals to 0. So jadi kita bila kita tukar jadi integrate du, we need to change limit. So change limit if the equation if integrate with respect to u. Okay, so then we continue this one, we integrate, so then we get 1 over 2, integrate u power 1 over 3, we get u power 1 over 3 plus 1 over 1 over 3 plus 1 with the limit 0 to 8. And then we simplify, we get 1 over 2, this one we get u power 4 over 3 over 4 over 3 from 0 to 8. And then after that, we substitute the limit. Substitute the upper limit first, then substitute lower limit. So then we get 8 power 4 over 3 over 4 over 3 minus 0 power 4 over 3 over 4 over 3. And finally, we calculate by using calculator. So after we calculate the calculator, the answer is 6. So this question A, the answer is 6. Now let's move to example 2b. Integrate 6x plus 1 multiply 3x squared plus x power of 3 dx from 0 to 1. Okay. For this question, we do not want to expand since we need to expand 3 times. So we try to use substitution. So this question, we have two choice of u, because usually u will be the inner function in a composite function. So we can choose u equals to 6x plus 1 or u equals to 3x squared plus x. So what is the good choice of u? So we choose u with the bracket and has a power. So this one we choose, we take u is 3x square plus x. Jadi kita pilih u equals to 3x square plus x sebab dia ada power. So then we try to differentiate. Jika we get differentiate, we get 6x plus 1, then kita boleh guna substitution method. So we try to differentiate this one, du dx. We get 3x square, we get 6x. Differentiate x, we get plus 1. So since this one is get 6x plus 1, so then we can use substitution. So now we proceed with next step. So we want to find dx. So to get dx, kita tukar tempat dx dengan cx plus 1. So we get du over cx plus 1. And then after that, we substitute into substitute and simplify. So integrate 6x plus 1 and then 3x squared plus x become u power 3. Dx is du over 6x plus 1. And then kita boleh cancel out. We cancel out 6x plus 1 and we get integrate u power of 3 du. Okay. How about the limit? The limit, we cannot copy the limit since the variable is changing. So jadi variable asal is x, dah tukar kepada u. So jadi kita kena cari limit untuk u. So x kat sini, limit here is 1 and 0. And u is equal to 3x square plus x. Jadi kita cari limit baru. When x is equal to 1, u is equal to 3 multiplied by 1 square plus 1. We get 4. Then when x equals to 0, u equals to 3 times 0 square plus 0. We get 0. Now, the limit here, we change this one to 4. This one change to 0. We get integrate u cube du from limit 0 to 4. Now, we integrate this one, we get u power of 4 over 4. Evaluate from 0 to 4. After that, we substitute the limit. Substitute with upper limit first. So 4 power of 4 over 4 minus, and then substitute the lower limit, 0 power 4 over 4. Then we calculate by using calculator. Finally, we get the answer is 64. Properties of definite integral. There are 6 properties of definite integral that we need to understand and remember. The first one, integrate from a to b c dx, where c is a constant. We get c b minus a. So this one is actually c is a constant, so integrate c dx, we get cx. So then we substitute the upper limit minus lower limit, then we get c b minus a. This is the first one. The second one is integrate from a to b fx plus minus gx dx. This one is actually we can split into two parts. So then we get integrate from a to b fx dx plus minus integrate from a to b gx dx. The third one is integrate from a to b c fx dx, where c is a constant. So this one we can bring out c, then we get c integrate from a to b fx dx. So this one is similar to constant rule lah. Then the fourth one, integrate from a to b fx dx. If we want to change the location limit, let's say from a to b, we want to change from b to a. So then we need to put negative in front. So integrate from a to b fx dx is equal to negative integrate from b to a fx dx. The fifth one is integrate from a to a fx dx. Since the limit is similar, so if we integrate fx dx, let's say we get the fx, then we substitute the upper limit first minus lower limit. Since the upper limit and lower limit is the substitution is similar, so then we get the answer is 0. Jika upper limit dengan lower limit sama, so understood, tak perlu kira, kita boleh guna, boleh tulis terus equals to 0. The last one is integrate from A to C. Okay, jika kita kena lalu C. Contohnya, kita dari A, kita nak ke C, tapi kita kena lalu B. So, jadi from A to B, then from B to C. Jadi, for this case, this one we can split into two parts. The first part is integrate from A to B. From A to B. Plus, should be plus, integrate fx dx from B to C. So, jadi kita boleh pecahkan dia. So, ini adalah, this is all properties of definite that you need to understand. Example 3. Given, integrate from 1 to 3 fx dx equals to 5 and integrate from 3 to 8 fx dx equals to 10. Find question A, integrate from 1 to 3 fx plus 4 dx. So, since this we have a plus sign here, kita ada tambah kat sini. Jadi, kita boleh pecah kepada two part. So, jadi, this one, we get integrate from 1 to 3 fx dx plus integrate from 1 to 3 4 dx. The integrate from 1 to 3 fx dx here, we can get from information. So, kat sini information here, integrate from 1 to 3 fx dx equals to 5. And then, integrate from 1 to 3, 4 dx. Yang ni kita boleh pakai properties nombor 1, which is integrate from A to B, C dx is equal to C, B minus A. And then, integrate from 1 to 3 fx dx is 5 plus 4, B minus A, which is 3 minus 1. We get, finally, we calculate and we get 13 as the answer. Let's move to question B. This one is integrate from 1 to 3, 4 fx dx. Since we have 4 is a constant, we can bring out 4. So, we get 4 integrate from 1 to 3 fx dx. integrate 1 to 3 f at dx is 5. So then 4 multiplied by 5, we get 20. So the answer is 20. Then the question C, integrate from 3 to 1 f at dx. So since the information is from 1 to 3, then we need to change the location of limit. So we need to put negative since we want to change the location of upper limit and lower limit. So here negative, integrate from 1 to 3 f at dx. So then we get negative 5. Now let's continue with D. Integrate from 3 to 3 f at dx. Since the lower limit is 3 and the upper limit is also 3, so lower limit and upper limit is similar. So then the answer is 0. So this is very clear. And then for question E, we want to integrate from 1 to 8 f at dx. So then the information here, we have integrate from 1 to 3 f at dx. And this one, integrate f at dx from 3 to 8. So, daripada 1 nak ke 8. So, jadi kita kena lalu 3. So, jadi 1 ke 3, 3 ke 8. So, then this one, we can evaluate from integrate from 1 to 3 f at dx plus from 3 to 8 f at dx. So integrate from 1 to 3 f at dx is 5 plus integrate from 3 to 8 is 10. So then we get the answer is 15. Let's look at example 4. Given, integrate from 2 to 5 f at dx equals to 5. Integrate from 5 to 8 f at dx equals to 10. And integrate from 2 to 5 gx equals to 6. Evaluate. The question A is integrate from 2 to 5 3 f at dx. So for this case, we can bring out 3 since 3 is a constant. Jadi, then we get 3 integrate 2 to 5 f at dx. Then, integrate from 2 to 5 dx ni, kita boleh dapat daripada, we can get from equation. So, integrate from 2 to 5 f at dx is equal to 5. Jadi, kat sini, we get 3 multiplied by 5. Then, finally, we get 15 as the answer. Then, let's move to question B. Integrate from 5 to 2, 3 minus gx dx. Since the limit here is 5 from 5 to 2, we want to change from 2 to 5. Then, don't forget to put negative in front. So, jadi, now we get negative, integrate from 2 to 5, 3 minus gx dx. After that, we want to pecahkan dia since we have minus here. So then, pecahkan dia jadi negative integrate 2 to 5 3 dx. And then this one is negative, negative. Then we get plus integrate from 2 to 5 gx dx. Okay. Now, for this one, integrate from 2 to 5 3 dx, we can use properties number 1. And then, integrate 2 to 5 gx dx, we can get from information, from equation. Integrate from 2 to 5, we get 6 here. So then, here, negative 3. This one is 5 minus 2 plus 6. So then, negative 3 times dengan 3, we get negative 9. Plus 6, then finally we get negative 3 as the answer. Now let's continue with example 4c. Integrate from 2 to 5, 2fx plus 3gx dx. Since we have here plus, we can split into 2 parts. So, we get integrate from 2 to 5, 2fx dx plus integrate 2 to 5, 3gx dx. And then we can bring out 2 here to the front, and then we can bring out 3 to the front. So then we get 2 integrate 2 to 5 fx dx plus 3 integrate 2 to 5 gx dx. And then from information question information, integrate 2 to 5 dx, we get 5. Integrate 2 gx dx is equal to 6. So then we get 2 multiplied by 5 plus 3 multiplied by 6. So finally we get 28 as the answer. Then let's continue with question D. Integrate from 2 to 8 fx dx. So the information here is we get we have integrate from 2 to 5, this one, and 5 to 8. So this one from 2 to 8, we need to kita kena lalu dekat 5. Jadi 2 ke 5, 5 ke 8. So this one we get 2 integrate from 2 to 5 fx dx plus integrate from 5 to 8 fx dx. Then we get 5 plus 10 is equal to 15.